Faded letters on the kitchen wall, coffee cups that never quite fall. Morning light creeps through the blinds. We've been here 1,000 times. We started out like lightning strikes, fast and wild, unsure of sights. Said I love you under apple trees, but we forgot how to just breathe. Hearts tangled tight, a quiet fight. Tired words pulled us out of sight, but somewhere in the heavy air we found a crack that led us there. Gave us breathing room for two. Found the space to start anew, like a river carving through the stone. We learned to stand, to fall, to own. After all the storms and pain, with love that's learning breath again. Your hand reached out across the bed, tracing paths that words had fled. Quiet talks and midnight songs, slowly righting all the wrongs. Every scar and every bruise led us back to something true. In the silence, found a friend, love that breathes, begins again. Gave us breathing room for two. Found the space to start anew, like a river carving through the stone. We learned to stand, to fall, to own. After all the storms and pain, with love that's learning breath again. No need to rush, no need to fix, just gentle hands and simple tricks. Two hearts synced in tender time, writing verses line by line. Gave us breathing room for two. Found the space to start anew, like a river carving through the stone. We learned to stand, to fall, to own. After all the storms and pain, with love that's learning breath. Now every morning feels brand new, thanks to the breath I found with you. The sun's just breaking over the hills. Coffee's brewing, soft and still. Your hand finds mine beside the dawn. A gentle start, a brand new song. We've been through roads that shook the ground, lost and tired, but here we found a quiet place where dreams don't hide. In your eyes, the truth won't slide. Dust on boots from yesterday's ride, but in this moment, time's on our side. No need for scars to tell our tale. In your smile, I set my sail. There's morning light in your smile, so steady and bright, turns the long night into a hopeful fight. When the world's too loud and I'm feeling small, your calm is the anchor that catches my fall. Feel stretch out like pages in a book, memories caught in every look. We're weaving stories, rough and fine, in simple moments your eyes shine. No need for maps when you're my guide, your steady gaze, my countryside. There's morning light in your smile, so steady and bright, turns the long night into a hopeful fight. When the world's too loud and I'm feeling small, your calm is the anchor that catches my fall. Through storms and silence, through the miles, you keep me grounded with your style. In every quiet breath we share, hope's alive because you care. There's morning light in your smile, so steady and bright, turns the long night into a hopeful fight. When the world's too loud and I'm feeling small, your calm is the anchor that catches my fall. So here we'll stay as new day breaks, with hope in your eyes, no matter what it takes. The porch light burns low, the night hums soft and slow. Old truck's parked where it's been parked since '98. A faded pair of boots sit by the door, like they've been waiting for someone to come home late. We carved our names into that front fence post, never thought much about the time we spent roasting ghost stories. You with your worn out jeans, me trying to keep the peace. Two stubborn hearts tangled in a mess we called for keeps. There was fire and there was fight, nights we'd scream and make it right. Even when the road got rough, we never folded under dust. We were never easy, that's a truth we both still live all, love keeps finding me. We were never easy, that's the truth, we both still live. With every cracked and faded picture, love's got a way to forgive. Though the laughter cracked the silence, and we took the bitter and the sweet, well, love still is. It ain't perfect, but it's ours beneath our feet. The porch light burns low, the night hums soft and slow, and love still lives in the dust of the road we chose. The rain fell hard, but I kept holding tight, your hand in mine through the long restless night. We watched the clouds rolling over those hills, lightning showed the cracks that time won't heal. But in your eyes there was a steady flame, promising the sun would come back again. Every drop that hit the ground was a story we both found. I'd face the storm, I'd break the sky, just to see your smile, to make it right. I'd do it all for you after the storm, when the thunder stops and hearts get warm. Standing tall through wind and rain, I'd walk those miles, bear every pain, just to see you safe and sound. When the sky clears up, I'm still around. The river swell tried to take us away, but we held on tight, we found our way. Your laugh cut through the cold dark night, turned the heavy clouds into morning light. Every tear became a song that kept us moving on. I'd brave the storm, cross every line, because you're the reason I keep the fight alive. I do it all for you after the storm, when the thunder stops and hearts get warm. Standing tall through wind and rain, I'd walk those miles, bear every pain, just to see you safe and sound. When the sky clears up, I'm still around. And when the world feels cold and gray, I'll be the fire that lights your way. No storm too fierce, no night too long. With you, my heart will always belong. I do it all for you after the storm, when the thunder stops and hearts get warm. Standing tall through wind and rain, I'd walk those miles, bear every pain, just to see you safe and sound. When the sky clears up, I'm still around. Yeah, when the sky clears up, I'll be right here, holding you close, wiping every tear. Sun melting on the pavement, skies a faded gray, Smoke drifting from the roadside, but our hearts won't sway. We grew up where the bluebonnets kissed the morning dew, found love in back road dances under stars we once knew. The world outside is spinning fast, a storm we can't ignore, but hand in hand we're learning how to open every door. The heat is rising, cities burning, but inside this quiet space we find a spark that lights the dark, a safe and steady place. If we don't let go, we'll keep on holding tight. Through the wildfire nights, we'll be the shining light. When the world's ablaze and everything's unclear, our love's the flame that'll burn bright and steer us clear. I see the news feed blaring, chaos in the streets, but your eyes remind me of the calm, the kindness still beats. Like rivers carving canyons, persistence finds a way. In a scorched and fragile land, our roots will stay. Flames may climb higher, but this heart keeps its beat. Two souls intertwined, rhythm steady and sweet. If we don't let go, we'll keep on holding tight. Through the wildfire nights, we'll be the shining light. When the world's ablaze and everything's unclear, our love's the flame that'll burn bright and steer us clear. So let the fire rage, we'll build a shelter strong. With every word and every touch, we write our own song. Even when the air turns heavy, skies bleed and crack, we'll find a way together to bring our colors back. If we don't let go, we'll keep on holding tight. Through the wildfire nights, we'll be the shining light. When the world's ablaze and everything's unclear, our love's the flame that'll burn bright and steer us clear. Sunset fades to morning, ashes turn to gold. In this burning world of ours, love still won't let go. The porch lights flickering again, the night's as thick as old pine smoke. We're sitting on the steps, silence hanging heavy between every word we almost spoke. You trace the rim of your coffee cup like you're watering a wilting flower. I'm watching the last hues bleed out the sky, hours slipping away hour by hour. Remember when the space was laughter, bright and wild under the summer moon? Now it's just shadows blending with the past, us tangled in a silent tune. We knew the fight was coming, the stings beneath our skin, but no one said the stubborn heart is the hardest cage to win. We stayed too long in a room that's got no air to breathe, holding hands like it's a lifeline, though we both know we should leave. The night's a heavy blanket that smothers more than it keeps warm, but here we are, still standing where the hurt grew like a storm. Your eyes told stories louder than words about roads we thought we'd take. Broken promises line the floorboards, dust settle over every mistake. Your voice cracked beneath the southern sky, soft as a worn-out lullaby. Each moment ticking like the clock, wondering if we just say goodbye. Some nights are made for healing, some for holding tight the pain. Tonight our love's the wildfire that burns without the thrill of flame. We stay too long in a room that's got no air to breathe, holding hands like it's a lifeline, though we both know we should leave. The night's a heavy blanket that smothers more than it keeps warm, but here we are, still standing where the hurt grew like a storm. Maybe tomorrow's roads will call us farther than this old door, but tonight in the quiet breaking, we're just two souls searching for more. We stay too long in a room that's got no air to breathe, holding hands like it's a lifeline, though we both know we should leave. The night's a heavy blanket that smothers more than it keeps warm, but here we are, still standing where the hurt grew like a storm. The dawn's breath inches closer, but we're not ready to let go. The longest nights teach the hardest lessons only hearts can know. The night was thick with doubt and gray, fingers frozen in the cold night sway. Every star had lost its place till your eyes lit up the empty space. We were walking roads where no one turns, maps brushed off but the lesson burns. You took my hand, said hold on tight, beneath the sky's reluctant light, and I felt the weight begin to fall, like a distant fire answering the call. In your eyes I saw morning breaking through, a quiet hope that made the whole world new. When everything changed and the walls came down, your light was the only thing I found. Paths uncertain filled with thorny tales, every step soft but your heart prevails. We learn to dream beyond the fight, turning darkest days into brightest light. The silence it began to roll away. With every glance, you showed the way. In your eyes, I saw morning breaking through, a quiet hope that made the whole world new. When everything changed and the walls came down, your light was the only thing I found. No need for words, your gaze spoke loud, breaking free like thunder from a cloud. We're sailing out where dreams take flight, in the calm of your steadfast light. In your eyes, I saw morning breaking through, a quiet hope that made the whole world new. When everything changed and the walls came down, your light was the only thing I found. So here we stand, the night has passed. In your eyes, I found home at last. Got my boots on the gravel, old map in my hand, sun climbing slow over this familiar land. Every mile that I wander, every time that I roam, feels like the road keeps pulling me right back home. Started out chasing daylight through the back roads wide, past the fields where the corn sways and the rivers slide. Tried to find a new place where dreams grow tall, but every sunset paints the same old town's call. Midnight gas station stops, cold coffee in my cup, turning left at places I thought I'd had enough. But these worn out tires roll through the dust and the dew, leading me softly like they always do. 'Cause every road led back to you the long way home, through the winding hills and broken telephone poles. No matter how far I stray or try to be free, the miles keep counting down back to where you'll be. Rain on my windshield, stories in the rain, jukebox songs remind me I'm chasing old refrains. Met 100 strangers, shared a laugh or two, but none could fill the space that belongs to you. Small town diners, buzzing with the late night crowd. I keep my eyes on that one face in the crowd. Tonight's a long ride with nothing left to prove, but the rearview mirror shows what I always knew. 'Cause every road led back to you the long way home, just a story we tell of taking wrong turns till everything feels right and well. But the quiet night air and the starry dawn all sing the same song of the long way home. Yeah, every road led back to you, the long way home, through the winding hills and broken telephone poles. No matter how far I stray or try to be free, the miles keep calling me back to where you'll be. Back where you'll be. Back where you'll be. Every road, every mile, back home to you and me. The night was loud, the city wild, but in that crowd I found your smile. Broken words on a crowded street, trying to find where two hearts meet. Coffee cups and late night talks, fenders strumming on the fire escape walk. You said the noise would pull us apart, but here I am with your hand in my heart. The world keeps spinning fast and bright, but we slow dance in the fading light. Between the static lines, we're holding on to every whisper, every song. What we almost lost beneath the roar is what we're fighting for. Old neon signs flicker and fade, memories in the footsteps we've made. Your laugh cuts through the city's haze, pulling me back from the fray. We found a quiet place inside the storm, where love stays steady, safe and warm. Between the static lines, we're holding on to every whisper, every song. What we almost lost beneath the roar is what we're fighting for. Maybe the noise will never fade, but in your eyes I found my shade. Through every riot, every fight, we hold on tight into the night. Between the static lines, we're holding on to every whisper, every song. What we almost lost beneath the roar is what we're fighting for. find my peace. The city's burning, the skies ablaze tonight, but your hand's warm, holding me just right. Flames may rise, but in your eyes I find a little peace, a quiet kind. Sirens call from blocks away, smoke curls up in the fading day. We built our world from dust and wood, now fighting hard just to feel good. But you pull me close like roots through earth. In all this chaos, you give me your worth. When lightning cracks and the wind it moans, our little spark fights the unknown. We're holding tight in the flames tonight, two hearts burning, but holding tight. No fire too wild, no storm too tough. With you by my side, love's enough. In this world on fire, we'll find our way. Hold on to us, come what may. Windows crack from heat and strain, streetlights flicker through the rain. Neighbors shout, searching for peace, but here with you, the noise will cease. We steal a moment, quiet and true. Among the ashes, I'm with you. Through the chaos and the flames' loud roar, our hearts beat steady, stronger than before. We're holding tight in the flames tonight, two hearts burning, but holding tight. No fire too wild, no storm too tough. With you by my side, love's enough. In this world on fire, we'll find our way. Hold on to us, come what may. And when the smoke clears and skies turn blue, I'll still be standing here with you. No place too fierce, no dark too deep. Love is the promise we both keep. We're holding tight in the flames tonight, two hearts burning, but holding tight. No fire too wild, no storm too tough. With you by my side, love's enough. In this world on fire, we'll find our way. Hold on to us, come what may. The city's quiet now, the fire's low, but our love's the brightest glow. Thought you'd gone with that last cool night. Left me here picking fights with the fading light. But here you are, stuck like an old porch stain, sweet and sour and driving me insane. Door slammed shut, but your scent hangs around, pouring memories on this cracked wooden ground. Coffee cups with lipstick marks, stories told in our favorite dark, and some things just don't want to say goodbye. Like you lingering long after the last try. You stick it like old honey, sweet but hard to shake. You drip in the corners of this heartache. Worn out boots on a dusty trail of a stubborn ghost that just won't fail. Windows rattling with the evening breeze. Your laugh cracks through like a familiar tease. I scrub the floors and wipe the walls, but your shadow dances through these halls, trying to burn the letters, drown the songs. But the past keeps playing where it belongs. You stick it like old honey, sweet but hard to shake. You drip in the corners of this heartache. Worn out boots on a dusty trail of a stubborn ghost that just won't fail. Maybe it's a lesson, or maybe a crime, holding on better than the hands of time. I walk the line, chasing fading signs of a love that's settled like dust on the pine. You stick it like old honey, sweet but hard to shake. You drip in the corners of this heartache. Worn out boots on a dusty trail of a stubborn ghost that just won't fail. So here I stay with you tangled tight, sticky like old honey through the long night. Sunset's burning low behind the ridge. Old dirt road stretches chasing fading light. Dust kicks up like memories left behind. Every mile tells our story in the night. I'm driving past the places where we used to roam, fields of corn and yellow barns feel like home. Remember how we'd laugh under that wide open sky. Now it's just me here, and the miles roll by. The radio plays songs we used to know, singing along the lines that made us whole. Even through the silence on this long drive, your voice is the reason I stay alive. smile in those windowsills. Coffee cups and worn out boots left on the floor. I reach out for you, but you're a little further than before. The radio plays songs we used to know, singing along the lines that made us whole. Even through the silence on this long drive, your voice is the reason I stay alive. This is how we love, across winding roads and time, holding on to moments in this heart of mine. Through every sunset fading, every dawn that breaks, it's the miles between the heart that make us stay awake. Maybe someday these roads will lead us back again to a porch light glowing soft where this all began. Until then, I'll keep driving with your memory close, a love that's never distant, no matter where I go. This is how we love, across winding roads and time, holding on to moments in this heart of mine. Through every sunset fading, every dawn that breaks, it's the miles between the heart that make us stay awake. Rolling down that highway under endless sky, with every mile I'm closer, with every mile I try. Long dusty roads that split in two, creek bends where we first said I do. Not a perfect map, not a simple place, but still I see your face. Mama said love's a crooked lane, more rugged hills than easy plains. We carved our names on an old oak tree, where the night holds more than you see. Storms rolled in Some say love should be smooth and plain, but ours is written in the rain, through twists and turns and jagged trails. It's the wind behind our sails. We were never easy, like soft summer rain, more like thorny vines that climb and strain. Still in this wild garden where love survives, we find the roots where our heart still thrives. Long roads may bend, but here we stand, joined by a rough, steady hand, where love still lives. It's wild and free. That's where you'll always find me. The night was worn and wild, boots scuffed on dusty ground. Every mile I walked, your name was the only Started out with a worn out map, chasing down the light. street. Old porch light flickers like heartbeat. Coffee's brewing just like old times. Your smile's the reason for my life. We've seen the storms roll through our days, lost in words we didn't say. Yet here you stand, hand in my hand, like a promise no one planned. Every twist, every turn I made led me back to where you stayed. Through worn roads and faded signs, it's your name my heart still finds. I'm still choosing you again, like the first day, like when the sun broke through our rainy skies. With every tear and every try, no matter where the road bends, I'm still choosing you again. Old letters stack on the kitchen shelf, stories of us, bits of myself. Laughing late when the world's asleep. These are the treasures I'll always keep. Through every fight, every sleepless night, I find my way back in your light. With every crack and worn out plan, I'm still the man who understands. I'm still choosing you again, like the first day, like when the sun broke through our rainy skies. With every tear and every try, no matter where the road bends, I'm still choosing you again. All the years, the ups and downs, running fast through this small town. No map could show me any truer than the way I come back to you. I'm still choosing you again, like the first day, like when the sun broke through our rainy skies. With every tear and every try, no matter where the road bends, I'm still choosing you again. Still choosing you, always will. Still choosing you again. Sunlight breaks through the sleepy town. Coffee's brewing, nowhere to run down. Mornings come, but there's fire inside. Something you don't say but can't hide. You sit by the window, pages turning slow. Words unspoken, but they start to show. A gentle smile that fights back the the quiet I find the light. The silence isn't empty, it's holding your truth. I'm watching you paint colors of youth. There's hope in your eyes when silence screams like rivers flowing in forgotten dreams. You don't have to say a single line, I feel your heart beating just fine. When words fall short and shadows hide, I see the strength you carry inside. Hope in your eyes, it's loud and clear. Even in silence, I'm standing near. The porch swing moves with the restless breeze, secrets wrapped in the hum of the trees. You hold your stories like hidden gold. In that stillness, they start to unfold. No need for shouting, no need for cries. Your steady calm is where freedom lies. There's hope in your eyes when silence screams like rivers flowing in forgotten dreams. You don't have to say a single line, I feel your heart beating just fine. When words fall short and shadows hide, I see the strength you carry inside. Hope in your eyes, it's loud and clear. Even in silence, I'm standing near. And when the night comes to settle in, know this quiet is where healing begins. No loud words can explain what you show. In the stillness, our spirits There's hope in your eyes when silence screams like rivers flowing in forgotten dreams. You don't have to say a single line, I feel your heart beating just fine. When words fall short and shadows hide, I see the strength you carry inside. Hope in your eyes, it's loud and clear. Even in silence, I'm standing near. Hope in your eyes, no need to disguise. I hear your soul when silence flies. Sunset paints the porch in gold, old boots kicked off by the door. Cracked screen door swings on its nails, but the breeze keeps coming back for more. We built this worn down farmhouse on promises and sweat. Every nail in these weathered beams holds the stories we won't forget. Long nights sitting on the porch, 2 mugs of cold coffee here. Words hung heavy in the air, but we didn't disappear. No need for loud confessions, our eyes said what hearts knew well. In silent rooms we found our songs and quiet we learned to dwell. Still standing through the quiet, holding on to what's real. We survived the silent moments only time could reveal. remember that first winter, fire flickering on the wall. No need for long explanations, no tear had to fall. The clock kept moving forward, but the silence stayed near. We kept the porch light burning bright, a beacon through the years. No need for loud confessions, our eyes said what hearts knew well. In silent rooms we found our songs in quiet. We learned to dwell, still standing through the quiet, holding on to what's real. We survived the silent moments only time could reveal. Without a single word spoken, our hearts still found a way, living proof of love's patience, still here. There's fire beneath the calm, our stories in the spaces where no one hurled a bomb. A silent kind of bravery that not everyone sees, walking through the silence like leaves float on the breeze. Still standing through the quiet, holding on to what's real. We survive the silent moments only time could reveal. Without a single word spoken, our hearts still found a way, living proof of love's patience, still here. Come what may, the porch light still burning, the night's calm and clear. We're still here, still standing, still holding what we hold dear. Beneath the wide and open sky, I set my course, just you and I. Dusty boots on gravel lanes, chasing down these weathered plains. Started out from town at dawn, old map folded, worn and drawn. Every mile brought a new surprise, but your name burned behind my eyes. No matter the rivers or hills I crossed, every turn held a silent cost, yet Your smile's a beacon burning bright, guided me through uncertain nights. Yes, every road winding wild and new led me back to the heart where I flew. Home is more than just a view. It's standing here right next to you, tracing back the trails I knew. Every led me back to you. The rain taps on the window pane, soft like something left unsaid. Your worn-out jacket by the door, the scent of nights we lost instead. We drove down old county roads where the map forgot our names. Sunset fading fast behind, like the fire we couldn't tame. You said forever once before, beneath that crooked elm tree, but forever felt like paper, crumpled in the hands of you and me. And the silence grew between the words we never learned to say, like a song without a chorus, just the notes that slipped away. Fractures in the silence, cracks where love ran dry, our hearts splitting stories under that darkening sky. No promises to hold on to, just pages torn apart. We became reflections, fractured in the silence of our hearts. Morning light would find you gone, coffee cold beside my hand. The quiet room remembers all the ways we didn't understand. Your laughter's like a ghost town, empty streets where children play. And in the ruins of our story, all the colors start to fade. We try to stitch the broken seams, but fabric comes undone, like a half-remembered melody, an unfinished song once sung. Fractures in the silence, cracks where love ran dry, our hearts splitting stories under that darkening sky. No promises to hold on to, just pages torn apart. We became reflections, fractured in the silence of our Maybe someday down these roads we'll meet with different eyes, not bound by all the mistakes that taught us how to say goodbye. But until then, the quiet holds the space where we once dreamed. In every crack a lesson lives, and every silent scream. Fractures in the I'll trace those fractures softly in the silence left behind. A story written in the spaces where your hand slipped out of mine. The sun was sinking low behind that old barn frame. I held your trembling hand and nothing felt the same. We carved the names in the maple before the leaves turned brown. Promised forever, but forever let us down. Your eyes told stories that your lips tried to hide. Every smile we shared was a battle we survived. We danced on a wire, burning hours, tight and thin, counting the cost of where our days had been. Coffee cups and worn out boots by the fireplace. We said goodbye in silence, no need to chase. You took the truck, I took the memories we made. Sometimes the hardest roads are the ones you have to take. Looking back at the fields we tried to tame, our hearts wrote a story that won't be the same. Oh, the nights we lost in that weathered old town, the dreams that scattered, never to be found. We paid the price with tears and broken trust. In the end, it's love that taught us what love cost us. Maybe someday those stars will realign, but for now this road is yours and this heart is mine. Learning to stand, learning to let go. Love's a river that sometimes won't slow. The nights we lost in that weathered old town, the dreams that scattered, never to be found. We paid the price with tears and broken trust. In the end, it's love that taught us what love cost us. The sunset fades as I watch you walk away. Love left its mark, and we had to pay.